Hello, 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 amazing humans in the world. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, so I wanted to go live and I'm still testing out times and all that good stuff. But you guys let me know in the comments below what days and times were best for you and what time zones you are, what part of the world you're in. So I want to talk to you about how belief operates, but we're going to talk about this at several different ways, okay? And then we're going to talk about tips and strategies to use this knowledge. So, I just dropped a new YouTube today about this. And so we're going to unpack this though in kind of like the form of a workshop. All right. So, welcome to the channel. And so, again, we're going to try to unpack belief and what it is, and then how to form them. Because remember, if you are not forming your beliefs, that means someone else is forming them for you. And that means you're experiencing those beliefs, okay, on behalf of somebody else. It's like they're vicariously living their life through you. So this is how trauma works, for example. If you've formed beliefs around your own childhood experiences of trauma, you're living someone else's life. 100%. There's no doubt, right? So what you have to understand, though, is that those beliefs that have been borrowed from these other people that have treated you a certain way or neglected you or rejected you or abused you have now formed a map for you on your behalf that they are living through you. You are a puppet of someone else's beliefs. Okay. That's basically fundamentally how trauma and belief work. But belief in generic terms, we're going to unpack that as well. Okay, so sorry, I didn't mean to go heavy like right out the gate, but that's kind of what I felt inspired to say. So what I want to do is I want to talk to you about the psychology of belief, how they operate, right? And the levels that they operate on, and then begin using these and this knowledge to be able to help you build the life that you want using this awareness. Okay, so beliefs in and of themselves, all beliefs. This is going to sound really weird and counterintuitive to what you've been taught, probably, especially if you're new to this or if you're not new to this. But all beliefs are limiting beliefs, okay? All of them. Good, bad, indifferent, it doesn't matter, okay? Now, think about this. This is the world. This is what belief does, okay? Beliefs in and of themselves act like forms of tunnel vision. Okay, it means you can only see that. And there's loads of neuroscience that actually backs this up. It's quite interesting, right? And if you need any of that research, let me know. But essentially, beliefs operate like they are tunnel vision focused. So then all you can see is just the tunnel that you're in, okay? So again, think about this. If you are in a monetary lack, right? If you're like, I am in the state of being poor, whatever it is, right? Right. And so then what you've said is, okay, to your brain, I want you, as in the reticular activating system, right? That kicks on the area of your eyes and also awareness to say, hey, I want you to focus on this, right? So then what you've done is you've essentially said, I want you to focus on this. And I don't know if it makes that sound, but let's just imagine it does. And so what it does is it creates this cognitive blinders, right? That you end up only seeing the things that you end up believing as true. Okay. And remember, truth and value, these are the fuel that keep these beliefs going, right? Meaning the more that you think something is true, the more you're going to hold on to it. The more that you value a belief, the more you're going to fight for it, right? Do you hear that? And so again, truth and belief are themselves actually beliefs. Okay, so what you're using is you're using a belief because maybe you've had a experience of something, so then therefore you think it's true. Or because somebody treated you a certain way, then now you have a value-based belief, and those values fuel those beliefs, and they reinforce them. And the more that you rehearse them, the more that you get dopamine and serotonin and oxytocin for them. And so you're essentially getting rewarded for rehearsing beliefs, whether they help you or not, right? So again, let's go back to the person who thinks that they're poor, okay? Well, then they've just put on horse blinders and said, I only see this. But then if you're like, hey, I want to change it, say, I'm rich, I'm wealthy, and money always comes to me. So then what you've done is you've taken the world, right? Again, sound effects. So you've still got horse blinders on, except this time you're now telling your brain to wake up, focus only on why that's true. Again, remember, truth is the fuel that keeps your belief going. Okay, Neville uses the idea of conviction. Okay, conviction means I am that. I am accepting this. This is true for me. Okay, now Beliefs in and of themselves also work on two levels, and they're constantly operating on these levels, whether they are in agreement with one another or whether they're in disagreement. And we're going to explain this, okay? So belief works on the macro and the micro. But again, let's go back to what is a belief? A belief is an idea that you have found truth or value in that you keep repeating. It is not true. It is not a lie. It's not misinformation. So if you interpret your own beliefs as one or of those three, then that's just an interpretation. You've just interpreted that way. The same when others interpret what you believe or you interpret what others believe. You're simply just using that lens. Truth is a lens, right? Value and value systems are just lenses, okay? They are not right or wrongs. They are just simply ways in which you have told your brain and eyes to work together in agreement to find what you think are true about what you want to experience. Whether you hold on to those beliefs as true or not, or whether you want to get rid of them or not, right? So these are always impacting you, okay? So back to this. Macro beliefs, micro beliefs. So macro, you can think of, these are general beliefs about life. These are general beliefs about truth. These are general beliefs about fairness. These are general beliefs about money, general beliefs about cars, about gender differences, about whether genders don't exist, and so on and so forth, right? It doesn't matter what the idea is. It's something that you keep rehearsing as true and you've accepted as valuable, okay? But the macro is the macro beliefs, okay? So if there is a strong macro belief and a strong micro belief, right? And the Bible says, basically calls it agreement, right? If two or more are gathered in agreement together, okay? What that means is if there's two or more beliefs that are working together, you're going to experience it, right? And so this is how belief operates in terms of turning it into a masterclass, okay? For you to use this information to be able to build out a life that you want, but also to build out a life that is very actively removing the limiting beliefs and actively building into the empowering beliefs, right? So again, the beliefs in and of themselves do nothing, but they need to be fueled by truth or value. Okay, so you need to say, I am certain I am a millionaire. I am a certain money comes to me easily. I am certain that my SP comes to me. I am certain I am lovable. I am certain I am famous. I am certain, I'm certain, I'm certain. That's what it means, right? When Neville says that you must believe or you must have faith. It's about this deep-seated, yes, emotionally feeling-based charged, right, series of beliefs that you keep accepting as true and rehearsing over and over and over, right? Are you with me so far? So what you are then doing is you're trying to grasp these kind of dynamics. So it's the macro, and then the micro is you. So the micro is, hey, this is what I've been taught. This is my childhood experiences. This is my ego. This is what my ego's afraid of. I'm afraid of heights. I'm afraid of rejection, whatever it is, right? And so you begin building out awareness strategies of like, okay, I'm aware that I think life is good. So then, but then if you're like a micro belief that you maybe grew up in a very rough scenario or situation, then you're going to actually be pretty much saying, well, life is good, but I also don't believe that I deserve a good life, right? So then what you're going to do is you're going to actually end up experiencing both of these at the same time, okay? But what you want to do is you want to create agreement between these two sets of beliefs, okay? Because you don't want to have that disjointed set of beliefs, okay? Because if you're always operating on the macro, okay, and the macro is life is good, but then your micro beliefs are, oh, but bad things always happen to me. So what you're going to do is, like I just said, you're going to experience a series of maybe good things, but it's going to be mixed with bad things. But if you start then changing and altering your belief patterns on the micro, which means your personal beliefs, your own personal childhood beliefs, and your own personal experiences, and you start altering that and using the gift of what Neville refers to as revision, right, as a way to alter your perception and your experience of becoming that person that was or lacking in the past, but is no longer now, right? Then you are actually building out a new version where the micro, your personal beliefs, actually now match up to the macro beliefs. So not only are you saying life is good, but I am good. Life is amazing and I am amazing, right? And so keep in mind that this is how it operates, that you are always believing on two levels every second of every day. And so again, you have to actually be aware of these so that you can begin molding and shaping these beliefs as a form of active awareness. Okay. So again, let me close this out, right? And I'm going to give you a more solid example. Okay. Loads of people love to talk about SP. So significant persons, significant others, and so on and so forth. Okay. So let's say that you either want to bring someone into your life, like somebody just new, fresh, right? Or if you want to bring somebody that broke up and you want to bring them back into your life. How would you use the macro, micro, like belief model to understand this? So again, if your macro is people eventually divorce, like that's a very generic, general idea, right? Now, that's your general view of the world, not, hey, my parents divorced. It's, this is my general view that people will eventually divorce. Or my general view is people fall in love easily. Or my general view is love is beautiful. Or my general view is love sucks because look at the movies or whatever it is, right? And you point to something, okay? And that's how beliefs work. Beliefs do not operate in and of themselves. They always point to a memory. They always point to an emotion, and then that forms and solidifies the belief even stronger. So you want to change, and this is what revision is for. You're changing your memory of an event, not just your perception of the event. You're changing your memory of the event, which changes you, okay? So, and then every time you recall something, you're like, nope, didn't happen that way because I remember it happened this way. Okay. So if you're trying to bring someone back into your life, then you need to do the work and the healing. Yes, healing. Because people say, well, can I just manifest them back, after we just broke up? Yeah, but why would you want to? Because think about that. You're now the person that helped bring upon the breakup right now as you are. So why wouldn't you want to do the actual healing so that you can be a new person that actually brings healing to the relationship, right? Does that make sense? So yes. So again, what I want to do is I want you to see what's happening. Because if your macro is love is easy and then you believe you're attractive, those are two agreeing thoughts from the macro and the micro belief model, right? And so you ultimately then create cohesion. But if you have one that's not, matching up, you're going to use a mix of them where they will break up, they will come back, they will break up, they will, like all this kind of stuff, right? And so, and if you have two negative ones where the macro is life is bad and everything that could happen bad happens to me, guess what? There you go. That's what you're going to experience. Right. And so you need to work on self-love. You need to work. And again, the whole thing about manifestation is about becoming. So when we even do these workshops where I'm kind of deconstructing all of this for you and giving you tips and strategies, it's about becoming. It's never about getting. It's always about becoming. You're going to hear me say that a billion times, right? You have to become lovable. You have to become the very thing that you want to manifest. You have to become accepted. You have to become fearless towards rejection. You have to become courageous about putting yourself out there. Whatever it is that you tended to lack in your former relationships, bring that into yourself now, and preferably before you get into a relationship, right? But you still bring that even if you're in the relationship now, right? Because you bring that with you and within to without, right? And so you're building a model always within to without. And so beliefs are all about the inner world. And so you want to begin actively building out strategies of awareness. Like, am I aware of what I'm thinking right now? Because I'm thinking stuff. Are you thinking stuff? Even while you're listening to this, you may be thinking about something else, right? And so you have to be fully active and aware of what you're thinking and how you're thinking, okay? Why are you thinking that? Where did it come from, right? Sorry, I just said, where did it come from, Cotton Eye Joe? But anyhow, we're ending, don't worry. So I wanted to jump on and give you this kind of like quick workshop. I may even do an hour-long one. Let me know if that's helpful to you below and what other things you would like to explore in it. But yeah, I thought this was pretty engaging in terms of the content that could be very helpful with you. And again, what you could do is you could sit down and on a white piece of paper, chalkboard, whatever, write macro and micro. And this is where you need to be honest with yourself, right? These are the these are the beliefs I've accepted about life. These are the beliefs that I've accepted that may not even be my own, right? And these are the beliefs that I've currently accepted about love and truth and fear and all this kind of stuff, right? Some people might have a belief that fear is hard to overcome. So then what's going to happen is you're going to try on the micro, I'm fearless. You're going to experience a mixed match, right? You're going to experience a match of them, right? Together. So I want you to be fully aware of what's going on, because this is empowering and you could make the best life ever knowing all of this and using this knowledge. So hope this was helpful. If you're looking for coaching, please get in touch. Okay. If you're looking for tips and strategies or even a Discord group to join, that's free. Jump in on that as well. We have events there as well. So I think I've shared the link in some of my comments. So check out my other videos as well, or ask below. Be happy to share that with you. We're having a 5-day Facebook challenge this coming Tuesday. Make sure you jump on that in Facebook. It's called Into the Silence, and that's free as well. So again, if you're hearing that today, right now, that's happening this Tuesday from now. So much love to you. Be safe in the world. Thank you for all of your support, and please share this with at least one person today. Talk to you later.